Overaccommodation slowly kills attraction. One of the most misunderstood dynamics in relationships is the idea that doing everything right guarantees lasting attraction. Many men believe that being endlessly available, agreeable, and accommodating will secure love. In reality, overaccommodation often erodes attraction. When a man constantly prioritizes a woman's needs over his own, he unintentionally communicates a lack of self-direction. Attraction is not built on sacrifice alone. It is built on polarity. Polarity requires two complete individuals, not one orbiting around the other. Women are drawn to men who have their own lives, opinions, boundaries, and missions. When a man starts shaping his entire routine around her, replying instantly, canceling plans, agreeing with everything, his individuality fades. What once felt comforting begins to feel suffocating. Psychologically, attraction thrives on a sense of movement and tension. Overaccommodation removes that tension. There is nothing to lean into, nothing to wonder about. Predictability replaces curiosity. This does not mean being cold or careless. It means being grounded. A man who respects his own time, goals, and limits sends a powerful signal. I choose you, but I don't need you to complete me. That distinction matters deeply. Many women lose interest not because the man did something wrong, but because he stopped standing firmly in himself. Doing everything right on the surface can still mean abandoning inner balance, and attraction quietly fades. Emotional overexposure removes mystery. Emotional openness is often praised as a cornerstone of modern relationships. While honesty is important, emotional overexposure, especially early or excessively, can overwhelm attraction. Some men, in an effort to be transparent and emotionally available, share every insecurity, fear, and inner conflict. While this may feel authentic, it can unintentionally shift the emotional dynamic. Instead of partnership, the relationship begins to feel like caretaking. Attraction requires emotional stability. When a man constantly seeks reassurance, validation, or emotional soothing, he places pressure on the woman to regulate his inner state. Over time, this becomes exhausting. Mystery does not mean secrecy or manipulation. It means allowing layers to unfold naturally. When everything is revealed too quickly, there is no sense of discovery. Women are often drawn to men who are emotionally present yet self-contained. Men who can feel deeply without being ruled by their emotions. This balance creates safety and intrigue at the same time. When emotional sharing becomes excessive, interest can fade not because emotions are bad, but because the emotional burden becomes unbalanced. Loss of direction and purpose. Attraction is strongly tied to a man's sense of direction. Purpose gives energy to presence. When a man has a clear path, whether in career, craft, or personal growth, he radiates momentum. Some men enter relationships with strong drive, then slowly abandon their ambitions to focus entirely on the relationship. While the intention is closeness, the outcome is often the opposite. When a woman senses that a man's world has shrunk, attraction weakens. Not because ambition is more important than love, but because purpose signals vitality. A man without direction can feel emotionally heavy. Conversations revolve around the relationship itself rather than life. The relationship becomes the center instead of a complement. Women don't lose interest because a man is kind. They lose interest when kindness replaces purpose. Balance is key. Maintaining personal goals is not selfish, it sustains attraction. Absence of healthy boundaries. Boundaries are often misunderstood as walls, but they are actually frameworks for respect. When a man has no boundaries, tolerating disrespect, overstepping his own comfort, or avoiding conflict, attraction erodes. Saying yes to everything often means saying no to self-respect. Women notice this, even if unconsciously. Healthy boundaries signal emotional maturity. They show that a man values himself enough to protect his time, energy, and values. When boundaries disappear, resentment quietly grows. Attraction does not survive resentment. Ironically, the ability to say no calmly and respectfully often increases attraction because it demonstrates strength without aggression. Confusing niceness with leadership. Niceness is not the same as leadership. Many men try to lead relationships by avoiding discomfort, conflict, or disagreement. This creates short-term peace but long-term disconnection. Leadership in relationships does not mean control. It means emotional steadiness, decision-making, and the ability to hold space during uncertainty. When a man avoids taking initiative, always asking, never deciding, he shifts the burden of direction onto the woman. Over time, this can feel draining. Women often lose interest not because the man lacks kindness, but because he lacks presence. Presence means being able to lead moments, conversations, and emotional tone. Doing everything right on paper is meaningless if the relationship lacks grounding. True attraction grows when kindness is paired with confidence, and care is paired with direction. Closing insight. Women rarely lose interest suddenly. It fades slowly when balance disappears. Attraction is not maintained by perfection, but by polarity, purpose, and self-respect.
Stay informed, stay balanced, and stay strong. Subscribe to Alpha Men Unmasked for more raw, faceless truths about men's health, masculinity, and mental strength. No filters, no fluff, just facts.